Hey guys, welcome back again. We're doing a gaming sesh type thing again. Just trying to not waste time just playing video games all the time. So I'm gonna try to play video games and game at the same time. And me, I usually like to watch a podcast while I game. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be watching some Andrew Tate and Nelk boys, and playing some Apex. Yeah, you guys can comment and we'll talk about it. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, let's get to it.
Trying to get in the way, then she turns to her own man, gets hold of his arm, like, don't, holds his primary weapon when he gets knocked the fuck out. And she's holding on his fucking right hand. Boom.
No, but yeah, I recommend this video a lot. This Nelk Voice video just kind of got my attention, and honestly, like, I recommend this to anybody just trying to find different information in the world. And I feel like Andrew Tate brings a lot of stuff people don't want to talk about, and he's willing to sacrifice his own person in order to just say what he believes, right? And I feel like it's not like sacrificing his own person. I think it is a risk. He could gain a lot for his company, for his business, or he could lose it all. So I think it's a huge risk, and honestly, a lot of people wouldn't be willing to take that risk of sacrificing most of their stuff, because they did try to go and raid his home in Romania and all this stuff for what is it? Trafficking women and stuff like that, because people were claiming he trafficked women. So honestly, I hope if he is doing the right thing, I hope he comes through with it. And honestly, he's bringing out a lot of knowledge and just a lot of different perspectives that a lot of people don't really think about over here in the United States. And he just kind of brings that American England kind of vibes, And there's not a lot of guys, I feel like, that come from that dual nationality that are willing to talk about all these things that are going around in the world, and just the kind of like the creativity and the imagination he has to try to get down and solve these problems is just interesting and fun to watch. So yeah, come join me. I'm like at 49 minutes, and yeah, let's get it.
Kale, head stomped.
Wow.
Stupid bitch. Now, her intentions may have been pure, but she just fucking ended her man's life. You are not capable, and you're not prepared for the realities of violence.
Physical altercation.
Anything altercation, like, fuck off. Don't get in the middle of it. Don't hold on to me.
Fuck off.
Don't try and calm it down. Run and call the police. Run. But there was, because I see it so many times, bro. Especially if a man's outnumbered, because the chick might love him. She might have truly pure intentions. Might 3 dudes on her guy. Oh, leave it. She's in the way and shit. They're just gonna hurt you if they're really about it. If they're really from the street, they're gonna knock.
No, Moy, he has a really good point about why the Muslim religion is like the only one. Oh, damn, G1? You mean top G? No, but he has a good point on why like the Muslim religion is like the only real religion that exists in the world. And it's because like it's one of the only religions. Gold 1, bro. I barely even play this. But Andrew Tate, he had a really good point over here, like on why the Muslim religion is here. Let me find it. Why it's like the only religion left in the world.
How much money they're making.
Tell the dad, like, I'll never stay loyal.
Bitch for the first time. Say, what are you doing next week? Get more meth for me, for dudes, man, because these chicks are just running through dick. No. So you'll get a chick, you'll fall in love with her. You go, this is a really good one. Let me move in with her. Let me do the right thing. You're going to live with her, and you're slowly, over a matter of time, years, months, whatever.
Nah, but I recommend this one, watching it through. But he talks about how Muslims really kind of stick to what they believe in, and they don't go out of it. And it seems like in the Western society, like Christianity, like you can't really do much with, like, well, you can like convert it to what you want it to be, and you kind of believe in what you want it to be, and it just kind of, and like Muslims, they just kind of like read what's on the book. Over here, it's kind of like taking into like what you believe the scriptures are telling you, right? But he has a really good point. Fuck.
Gonna
sell out.
required to a certain degree to soften men. I understand that. And having no women in your life at all will make you dangerous. It'll take it too far. But you can't go too far the other way and just become fucking soft.
Yeah.
What's your thought on Islam and everything? 'Cause
Oh, here, yeah, there we
I know
go.
in the Quran and stuff, like you could have up to 4 wives and stuff. So I've seen you talk about it a little bit, but I would like to know, like,
Yeah, here we go.
what you
He's
think
about to start talking about it.
I think it's the last religion on the planet.
You think it's the right religion?
I think it's the last religion. So if it's the last true religion on the planet, then it has to be the correct one. Because I don't think
How is it the last one?
It's the last religion because no other religion has boundaries which they enforce. If you will tolerate everything, then you stand for nothing. If your book says X, but you refuse to say the book says this, I'm sticking to what the book says. Doesn't matter what the subject is, right? I don't want to get us banned. I think everyone can work it out. If you're a Christian, 99% of Christians are ignoring every single rule inside the Bible every single day.
Interpret the Bible, you're saying? Like they pick and choose what they want to
they'll try and say, I interpret it differently. I believe in God, but I don't believe in that part. That's not what the book says. It doesn't say ignore half of me. It says follow me. Only Muslims follow their book.
Oh, true. No, true.
So they're the last religion.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit if Christians come along and say, I'm a Christian, Give a fuck. You ignore the Bible.
Well, isn't there a lot of Muslims that don't follow the Quran too, though?
I'm sure there's a lot of Muslims who don't completely follow the Quran. But I'm saying that if you were to go out there and try and find Muslims who live true to the Quran completely, you can find them.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna find.
I think you can find Christians.
No, you won't. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Muslim religion. I mean, not to even no diss on any religion, but like, dude, you're not gonna find a Muslim slut.
That's right.
Muslim.
Bro, you put me in any fucking church. Give me the hottest church.
There's
bro.
Muslim sluts out there.
I'm sure there are, but I'm saying the point he's making is you can find a bunch of women who adhere to Islam who are still virgins to the age of 25 waiting for an arranged marriage.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You will not find that under Christianity.
Bro, you gotta admit that is a good point right there.
But you're right. There's
That
probably
is a
more
good
Muslims
ass
that
fucking
follow.
point.
There's more devout Muslims than devout Christians.
Christianity has no power left. It's a power. Even the Pope is up here talking about, and I want to make this very, very clear. I'm not fucking anti anything. I'm not homophobic. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about what the book says. The book says man and women lay together, and then the Pope is going to stand up now and say that you can be a gay preacher. The book doesn't mean anything now. The whole religion doesn't mean anything. So the rules don't mean anything. If you're tolerant of everything, you stand for nothing. The problem is with religion is that it naturally needs to be intolerant. For a religion to be a religion which is respected, it needs to be intolerant of certain things. You can't say we're a religion which tolerates everything.
Dude,
now you have no belief
this right now.
But when was that book written,
It does, yeah, completely.
But the world evolves. So.
Completely. So Christianity's evolved into nothing. Islam hasn't. This is the point I'm making. The point I'm making is if you're going to throw your own rules away, you can't stand up and say, this is a religion, these are our doctrines, but we tolerate everything, and we don't punish anyone for anything, and none of it really matters. Are you a Christian? Well, who the fuck isn't? Biggest hoe in the world's a Christian. Porn stars are Christians. Who gives a shit? It doesn't mean anything. It's different with Islam. Islam, you can't get away with it. Even if you're saying that there's some Islam sluts, that's fine, that's cool. But people don't stand up and
bitch, what the
Islam.
fuck? How did
Because they're
that? How did
afraid.
she get it?
So once again, if you don't have rule systems and doctrines and beliefs and prophets, which people are afraid to mock, are you even a religion?
Are
People
you?
won't disrespect Islam. Nobody will disrespect it because they're scared. Even in a Christian country.
What do you mean
won't
what do you mean by disrespect?
I mean, disrespect it. Say something, disrespect it. You can walk around, if you could wear a t-shirt saying Jesus is gay, right here, Croatia, Christian country, and you will make it out of the country alive. I dare you to do the same thing with the Islamic Prophet. I dare you to do the same thing. You wouldn't make it out of a Christian country alive, an Islamic country alive. Even in Christian countries, you are not safe to do that. You do not disrespect their beliefs.
Yeah, disrespecting Allah is.
No, you don't do that.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Nobody does. So I'm saying,
I see what you mean. I see
if
what you
they're
mean.
the last religion on earth that people are afraid to disrespect, if their God is the last God on earth that people are afraid to disrespect, then he's the only God that matters. If every other God can be mocked, laughed at, put in video games, and fucking shot at, stupid shit, dressed up gay on TV shows, ha 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 ha. What kind of religion is that? It's a joke.
Yo,
It's a good point, man.
how come you're do you ever get afraid of getting canceled for being so?
If you just say, firstly, let's make a few things.
No, I
know, I understand,
But
but
wait, let me finish. I mean that in the sense where it's like you seem to say crazy shit and your audience gets bigger when usually people who say some shit that you say, a lot of people do.
Firstly, I don't live in fear. I'm not afraid of it.
But how could you get canceled? Because most of your shit is not even your own accounts, right?
Secondly, I'm just breaking down the sentence as a professional because that's what I do. You said fear of getting canceled. So the first word incorrect was fear. I'm not afraid of anything. I don't live in fear. Second thing is canceled. If I was going to be afraid of anything on the planet, the last thing I'd be afraid of is getting canceled. Like, I've had people try to kill me. I have real enemies as we stand right now. There are groups of men waking up who want a bullet in my head. I don't give a fuck if some dork on the internet makes a video saying cancel Tate. Don't give a solitary shit. I have real problems. So just breaking down the sentence. I'm not afraid of shit. Would never be afraid of getting canceled. To answer the meta question as to, am I worried that someone's going to hear something I say and then be offended and then people aren't going to follow me anymore? Once again, I couldn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I say what I think. These are the things I truly believe. Some people agree with me. Some people don't agree with me. And that's absolutely and utterly fine. You're right. I am doing very, very well, despite the fact I'm saying things I'm not supposed to say.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I am doing very, very well. But I think the reason that is because people know I'm authentic. People know I actually mean them. I can explain them in a way that makes them hard to disagree with. Even feminists struggle to argue with me on a lot of points. And also, I really do believe the things I say, most people intrinsically, even if it's a lesser version of, even if it's less extreme, agree with me. Most men intrinsically agree with a lot of the things I say.
Man,
So-
yeah. I'm surprised no feminists have ever come for your neck.
And she's dead.
No, they've tried, but how can you come for my neck? How can you come for my neck when their basic battle cry and their basic weapons are ineffective? First, let's call them a misogynist. Yeah, I'm a misogynist. Okay, next. You're sexist. Yeah, probably. Next. Okay, I'm gonna cancel you. Don't give a fuck. I ain't got nothing to cancel. I'm on everyone else's account. I ain't got an account. Next. Okay, well, we can't call him an incel. You're a misogynist. Like, it's just a circle. They don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
They have no weapons against me.
Yeah.
How are you gonna sit there to the dude sitting with a bunch of beautiful women in his mansion and then say you're a sexist? You're ugly. You're a 3. These chicks are hot and they chose me. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm not interested.
It's interesting.
It's actually very unfortunate. It's kind of unfortunate because women are completely and utterly solely judged on how they look. Like, a lot of these feminists are they're so busted. Like, if you're going to be a feminist, at least get hot first. Because if you're hot, you'll matter. Oh, the hot bitch said this.
You ever think
But if the ugly bitch said this, oh, you hear what the ugly bitch said? Have you ever heard? No one cares. Nobody cares you're ugly. It's just nobody cares. I understand why you're mad. I'm me, and the hot bitch is with me. I get it. You're mad at God. That's fine. But what are you going to do? Cancel me? I don't care. Make a video. Keep making videos. I don't care.
There's a direct correlation between that, right? Hot girls aren't going to come after you, but the ugly ones will.
Hot girls love men who are prepared to protect, provide, take care of them. If you're prepared to protect, provide, and take care, to a degree, you see yourself in a position of authority. To a degree, right? I need to take care of her. I'm going to pay her rent. She's going to come on my boat. She's going to listen to me. She's going to have a good life. You see yourself in a position of authority, so which means to some degree you are misogynistic. Women, beautiful women, love misogynistic men. And you see a 19-year-old Ukrainian on a billionaire's yacht in Dubai. Is she complaining that he's the boss and he's in charge? Or is she like, oh, I'm glad he bought this boat. I don't know how boats work. I just want to fucking have a cocktail. Be a misogynist. Cool. You work out the port fees. I don't give a shit.
God damn it.
So they love misogynists. So the only women who don't love misogynists are the women who are too ugly.
Please
to get
remember
fucked
to
by
like the
misogynists.
stream.
And then they want to come along and try and cancel you on the internet. I don't give a shit. Cancel me. I will stand up right here and say I am sexist. Now, I don't mean that in a bad way, right? Because I'm sexist both ways. I try and say this all the time, but no one can seem to fathom it, especially not feminists with a minuscule brain. There are certain things in the world that I only trust men with, and there's certain things in the world that I only trust women with. I'm not talking about superiority, because superiority is field dependent. Men are better at certain things.
What's
Women
the
are better
one
at
thing
certain
you'd
things.
never let a woman do? The top thing a woman you'd never let her do over a man.
Oh, there's loads of things, bro. Loads of things I never
What's the
let
top
women do.
three?
A couple.
I'll tell you the number one thing. So anything that is violence related, women should be nowhere near. So I'll give you an example. My woman is very well trained that if it goes off in the street, she needs to just run and scream. If I say fuck off, leave. And I'll tell you why. I have seen the number of times I've seen a man walking with his chick. Some beef goes. The girl tries to like get in the way. She doesn't want her man or the fight to happen, get hurt. I've seen a woman try to get in the way. Then she turns to her own man, gets hold of his arm, like don't, holds his primary weapon when he gets knocked the fuck out. And she's holding on his fucking right hand. Boom, KO, head stomped.
Wow.
Stupid bitch. Now her intentions may have been pure, but she just fucking ended her man's life. You are not capable and you're not prepared for the realities of violence.
Physical altercation.
Anything altercation like fuck off. Don't get in the middle of it. Don't hold on to me.
Fuck off
Don't
during
try and
physical
calm it down.
altercations.
Run and call the police. Run. But there's because I see it so many times, bro. Especially if a man's outnumbered, because the
Holy
chick might
shit.
love him. She might have truly pure intentions. Might 3 dudes on her guy. Oh, leave it. She's in the way and shit. they're just gonna hurt you if they're really about it. If they're really from the street, they're gonna knock you out now. Like, well, then what the fuck you there for? Now I gotta protect you and me? Get the fuck out of here. So anything violence related. That's why I don't even like holding hands with a chick. I've seen it happen, man. You're holding hands with a bitch down the street.
You don't hold hands at all?
If you hold hands with a girl, right?
You never hold
He
hands.
always does. He's a big.
Don't let me catch
hold-hander.
you in a photo holding hands. then.
I really, in certain scenarios, I
Damn.
will.
Okay, yeah.
But like if I'm
walking
He's
walking,
like,
if
don't
I'm
let me
walking-
catch
yeah,
you
like,
holding
it's very
hands.
lonely.
Sunsets.
But if I'm walking down the street, I don't like to hold hands with the chick because if anything were to go off or happen, her instinct is to just grasp you and hold you, which is fine.
Wait, are you like wanted like that?
It's not about whether I'm wanted like that.
Gotta be prepared.
Well, to say you don't want to hold hands with a girl because you're worried shit's gonna go down.
Bro, there's terrorist attacks. There's shit that happens. Guns go off. Cars start plowing through things. I do have enemies, whatever. I don't want to think, fuck. Oh, get the fuck off me. And then I don't have time. I don't have time for it. For what? Hold hands
Hey, bitch, get the fuck off me.
at home. We're walking now. Professionalism. We're walking somewhere. Stand
I don't
there.
know,
If
dude,
fucking
these
something goes
streets-
off, leave me to deal with it.
It's like, I don't know, dude. These streets out in Fort Collins be dangerous too, bro. Bitch, get the fuck off me.
And I've seen women in situations where even when their intentions are completely pure, they're not just a neutral, they are a net negative. A woman who does not properly train will get your ass ended. She will get your ass put the fuck to sleep. See it all the time. So that's one thing I don't trust women with. I'll give you a bunch of examples. I don't let women drive me in cars. Everyone loses their mind when I say this. I'll drive.
Never.
Never.
Chick ever drove your Bugatti?
Fuck, what the fuck? Who is this guy?
That's cap.
No! No woman has ever
was hot
driven
enough
any
for
of
you.
my cars, ever.
I
You
call
never
cap.
let a girl. You never let a
Okay,
girl.
but wait, have you?
There's been a baddie that you've let drive
yeah,
a Bugatti.
yeah.
You got a soft spot, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I would
You
bet.
got-
I
Okay,
would
wait,
bet
have you
money.
gotten roadhead in
Gentlemen,
Bugatti?
gentlemen. I state on my name. I want you to understand this very, very carefully. No woman has driven any of my cars ever. The cheapest car I possibly own, I would not let a female
you
drive.
So
wait,
if you
why-
think,
why though?
if you think I'm going to see a chick, and just because she is hot, just because she was born with an innate value, because she was born attractive, I'm going to assume she has the competence to pilot a $5.2 million Bugatti that she's never fucking driven before. And I'm going to allow her to risk that. I'm going to allow myself to risk that asset just to hope she might suck a little bit of dick when I can just fuck someone else. You're out of your fucking minds.
Would you let them drive?
Never.
What about the lower?
fucking
Wait,
never.
wait.
Kylie Jenner.
No, wait, hold on.
No.
What about
no.
one of the lower end ones?
Fuck.
What
no.
about Danica Patrick?
You just think they're gonna crash it?
It's not. I think they're gonna crash it. That's part of it. Two,
Why? Have you been in like a bad situation? Because you say your shit's based on life experience.
know
Have you
what?
been in like a bad women driving situation?
you know what it is? I'm a chess player, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just about what did happen or what could happen. It's about understanding the reality of what guaranteed will happen. And the fact that no, I want you to understand
Yeah,
something.
that's good.
I want you to understand something. The fact that I know what would happen in a hypothetical, even though that hypothetical is extremely unlikely, is enough to prevent me from doing something. So let me give you an example. Let me break this down. Let's say I let the girl drive my Bugatti, but the chance of her
Well,
crashing.
Bugatti I get. Bugatti I get.
Okay. Let's say I let a girl drive a car.
Yeah.
Let's say I let a girl drive a car, and the chance of her crashing is less than 1%. Very low chance. What's the big deal? But if she did crash, the results of that crash would infuriate me to a new level in which I've never been infuriated. Is it worth that risk, even if the risk is very, very small?
But would you let one of the boys drive it?
Yeah, boys, this one. I'll tell you why. I'm trying to get to the point because people think you're sure she's going to crash. She probably won't crash. You don't understand. It's like me saying to you, would you roll 100-sided dice, but if you lose, you die? You're like, well, no, the odds are low, but the consequences are big. So even though the odds are low, the consequences are big. And I'll tell you why the consequences are big of a female driving your car. Because females have no innate responsibility or honor. So if a bitch crashes your car, if you give your boy a car, right? He crashes it. Bro, I fucked up. I'm going to pay this off. I'm going to get to work. I'll get another job. Man, I'm sorry. Da-da-da-da. Bitch crashes your car. Well, it wasn't even my fault. That guy came out of nowhere. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. And you have loads of money and you have loads of cars. Just buy a new one and I can't afford it. And then if you get too tough to her, look, you better fucking pay. She's just going to block you and fuck some other guy. That's all that's going to happen.
Some shit like that.
Yeah,
happened
he's
to
pretty
me,
right.
dude. No,
Okay,
some-
he's right on that.
Some shit like that happened to me, bro. This girl scratched my car with her nails, and I seen it on my camera car, and she tried to be like, "Oh,
You got money. What are you worried about? You got
that-
money.
Did she end
you
up
are
paying
right."
it?
They have no responsibility.
I didn't let her.
If they were to take
Damn.
responsibility for the issue to the point where, like, look, I fucked up. I'm going to
so
pay this.
true.
They won't. So why do...
Damn. Yeah, I guess if it was your homie, you'd still get on his ass, you know? Be like, bro, like, you gotta give me them fucking $200, I guess, you know? But I guess it all depends on if she intentionally did it, then it's like that, did. But if it's an accident, then I'll let it go.
The fuck am I gonna take the risk when I know they would crash my fucking supercar and not give a shit?
But girls don't like confrontation at the end of the day, though. I mean,
Girls don't know. Wrong.
Well,
Girls don't like responsibility for shit. Girls don't like responsibility. They want another man to be responsible for fucking everything. They want to come along and say we're equal, until it comes to responsibility. Then, oh shit, someone's got to pay the bill. Well, you're a man. Oh shit, that's not our responsibility. Oh, that's not my responsibility. And that's fine, right? Because it's our duty to protect and provide. I'm sexist.
I agree
It's our duty, right? So I accept that. I don't want a woman who sees herself on my level in terms of responsibility because I find that unattractive. But the point I'm trying to make is I wouldn't let that woman drive my car because I know what would happen if she crashed it. We'd end up breaking up because she would not be sorry enough. I'd resent her ass and dislike her for it. She'd start giving me attitude, and I'm going to lose the bitch and the car. What's the point?
you did say that girls are not good with their instincts, or not instincts, but they're not quick thinkers.
They're not quick thinkers.
You were talking about the pilot. I remember you talking about the woman pilot. You walked out.
Yeah, on my private jets can't be woman pilot. No, sir. Got me a minute. And once again, so yeah, I'm sexist, right? But no, I'm sexist. I'm sexist. It's cool. I recommend any man out here do this. Get a ball, get a foam ball, won't hurt nobody. Say to your boy, think fast, throw it at him. 5, not maybe 4 times out of 10, he'll catch it. Do it to a chick. Just do it. Think fast. Whoa, boom, straight in her mouth. They ain't catching the ball. They ain't doing shit. They're getting hit. Now, this makes me sexist. That's fine. But let me just explain something. There are scenarios where I'll make fun of men the same way, saying that women are a million times better in said scenario. So I'm not talking like I hate women. I'm talking about in my life experiences, there are certain scenarios where if I want pure competence and I'm looking for the most competent individual, their gender is related to that competence. And it goes the other way also. There are scenarios where I would only trust a woman over a man. And most women, when women first hear what I say, they get annoyed. But if they have a brain, they sit there and go, you know what? He's right. I wouldn't want to drive a Bugatti that fast. He's right. I wouldn't want to be responsible for the shipping fees of a yacht. He's right. I probably can't catch a fucking ball flying at my face randomly. But, you know, he loves me and takes care of me, and I'm going to do my part, and he's going to do his part. It's fine.
What are those things that you would trust a woman with in life?
So women are absolutely and utterly fiercely loyal if she loves you. The reason people get confused because people say hoes ain't loyal and stuff, and women ain't loyal. Women are not loyal if they don't love you, because women are loyal to their own emotion only. So if they love you and then they stop loving you, they don't give a shit if you fucking live or die. That's just females as a whole, right? But if a woman's truly in love with you, women can be more loyal than anybody. Like I have a very loyal team and I have loyal boys completely. But if you have a woman who's truly about it and truly in love with you, man, haven't you seen all these fucking serial killers and their wives help them hide the body and shit? Like you could get women who are loyal. They're down. They're like, okay, let's hide it. Like you can get women who are truly loyal. So in certain scenarios, we need absolute loyalty. You need to use a female. If I were to have kids and I were to drop them off at a play school, would you ever drop your kids to an all-male play school? All men watching the kids?
No.
It's weird. Yeah. Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
It's fucking weird. You'd only drop to all women, right? You trust them to be more nurturing. You trust them to be more patient. I wouldn't want to drop my 2-year-old. If I had a 2-year-old.
Maybe a couple gay males mixed in.
Maybe, but if I had a 2-year-old, yeah, okay, yeah. But it's primarily a feminine environment because there's a patience that's there. If I had a 2-year-old, I wouldn't want to drop it to an all-male environment because I think, well, what if she starts screaming and the men get pissed off and like the men might lose their temper? It's weird. It's just fucking odd.
No.
So there are certain things that are just set for females. Certain things are just set for males. Women are very, very good at certain things. If I was sick, I wouldn't call my boys. You want a chick to nurse you when you're sick. And a woman who truly loves you will sit with you in bed while you're sick, risk getting sick.
He's like, I don't want my boys. I want a girl to nurse me when I'm sick. Nah, Jose, fucking Moy, G, come nurse me, bro. I'm gonna be like, give me some fucking spoon feed me some fucking food, bro. Nah, but nah, I guess it's true. Like, yeah, men and women are different, you know. Like women are for like carrying and stuff, and men are, I guess we're built for fucking fighting. I don't know.
Sick herself and hug you all night. Women are amazing at a bunch of shit.
100%.
But I'm not going to sit here and say that chick can drive fucking car as well as I can, because she fucking can't. She can't. And I'm not afraid to sit and tell the truth. If it's dark at night, raining heavy in the middle of the mountains in Romania where there's bears and fucking potholes and cows and shit in a fucking Lambo, at 3 in the morning. She doesn't even want to drive. Any woman who sits there and goes, I could drive this home as well as you, is a dislikable person because one, you're lying. Two, you're not going to risk our lives to prove some point. Wreck my car, then be unaccountable for it. Well, you're rich anyway. Get another one. Da-da. Why are you being rude to me? I'm going on a girl's holiday. Bye. And I'm left with a busted Lambo. So the answer is simple. You do not drive my fucking cars.
That sounds like it actually happened to
It's
him.
bullshit. It's bullshit. And everyone knows I'm right. And any man who thinks I'm wrong, give a chick a car and wait for her to crash it and see how accountable she is. See if she will get a second job to pay that off.
She won't.
Fuck no, she will. She doesn't give a shit. So
right.
the fuck?
We appreciate that. Can we switch up and talk a little bit more about your businesses? Like the
We
web.
can talk about half of them. Some of them, yes.
What about the webcam business?
I'm not even in that. I haven't been in that business for like 6 years.
Hustlers University.
Well, first of all, I want to know too, like, when did you really start like popping off with all this shit? Like, you're right now on the internet, you're fucking everywhere. Like, you're like a fucking viral
I'm a
sensation.
virus. I can't be escaped.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Like, you're everywhere. So, like, when did you start like really popping off?
I've been on the internet a while, man. But,
Doing what? Like, what did you start first ever doing on the internet content wise?
All right, so I've had a YouTube and shit, but it was small for a while. My first money I made on the internet was the webcam thing. I've talked about it in a lot of podcasts at length, but I can explain again how it all happened. This is a long time ago. This is maybe 6, 7 years ago. So it's before OnlyFans. It's before making money on the internet was such a big thing. Like now, everyone you meet, every 19-year-old you meet does some drop shipping, does da-da-da-da. But back like 7, 8 years ago, meeting a guy who made money purely on the internet was quite unusual. Everyone had like real jobs and shit. The world's moved on fast. So making money online was not what it was today. And it's a really long story, but fuck it. Fuck it. We're on one of the biggest podcasts in the world. I'll tell it. So I owed some money to some dangerous people. We won't tell that story, but I needed money fast. And I had 70 grand. I needed 100 to stay alive. And I wasn't fighting for a while. That was the time. That was the only way I was making money. So I thought, you know what? I'm sitting there. I had 70 grand cash in my house. I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? Sometimes, Tate, God just loves you and you just get lucky. You're going to go to the casino and you're going to make the 30. So I told Tristan my plan.
Sometimes,
Like,
Tate,
bro,
God just
what
loves
if you
you.
don't do it? It's like, bro, if I don't do it, we're fucked anyway. Like, they're going to get us eventually. We're going to end up dead. So I took 20 of the money, went to the casino, and lost it all. So I came home. Now we owe 50.
What did you play in the casino?
Right. So I know the odds. I know that statistically the best odds are blackjack. And I know that you can memorize perfect strategy in blackjack, which I've memorized. So I know that you have the statistical best odds in blackjack if you memorize perfect blackjack strategy, which I have done.
What, counting cards?
It's not counting cards. It's just knowing when to hit, when to stick,
Knowing when
based
to
on
hit,
the
when to stand,
based on
in
the
every
dealer's card
scenario,
showing,
yeah.
etc. But I prefer roulette, and the reason I prefer roulette, even though the odds are trash, is because I feel like in roulette I have no control. So if I lose, I feel I have a clearer conscience because I just put the money down. I ain't got anything to do with it. Whereas if I hit when I go bust, it's my fault, and the fault annoys me.
How do
So
you play roulette? Do you just go red or black, or do you do ins?
No, I do numbers. I have like 5 or 6 numbers. I put a bunch on for like 5 numbers, not too many, and I just fucking let it spin.
Lucky numbers?
Yeah, lucky numbers. Yeah.
We got to run some steak after.
Yeah, let's do it, bro. I know a lot about gambling. I know a lot about the odds of gambling. I know that there's absolutely nothing you can do on a roulette board that affect the odds of roulette. So single zero roulette is 2.7%, I believe. On a single zero roulette, if you play for long enough, you're gonna lose 2.7% of your money over a long enough period of time. It doesn't matter how you bet. Doesn't matter if you bet on one number, all the numbers. Doesn't matter if you bet on red, black, blah, blah, blah. That's stake built in. So it really doesn't make a difference what you do. So I just bet on these same 5 numbers that are my numbers for personal reasons, and that's it. So I lost 10 grand on roulette. Thought, fuck it, got up the odds. Went to blackjack. Stuck to perfect strategy, got wiped out, got fucked. Came home, now I'm 50 G's down. So I said to Tristan, we got a week to pay this money. I'm not going to leave my bedroom till I find a way to make 50 grand. So he's like, all right, cool. Because I think was it Newton? One of them.
Wait, how much did he put down on the roulette? How much did he put down?
So it really doesn't make a difference what you do. So I just bet on these same 5 numbers that are my numbers for personal reasons, and that's it. So I lost 10 grand on roulette.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
it, got up the odds. Went to blackjack. Stuck to perfect strategy, got wiped out, got fucked.
Fuck.
Came home, now I'm 50 G's down. So I said to Tristan, we got a week
Imagine,
to
bro,
pay this
you owe
money.
50,000.
I'm not going to leave.
No,
my bedroom
$50,000
till I find a way to make
dollars down, bro, on the casinos.
Because I think was it Newton? One of the scientists was a really weird guy, and if he had a scientific problem, he'd sit in his room and not leave until he worked it out. So I decided to become Newton. Maybe it was him, maybe it wasn't him. So I'm sitting in my room. So I started thinking, okay, let me approach this logically. I'm a very intelligent man. Let's do this. What do I need? Let's start at the very beginning. What do I want? Money. What is money? So I started researching what is money. What is money? How does it work? Federal Reserve, fractional reserve banking, interest, inflation, da-da. And by the time I got to the end of about a day and a half's research on money, I was really pissed off because I realized that money's bullshit. It's not even fucking real, and I don't have it. So now I'm double mad because I'm like, this is fucking imaginary trash linked to nothing, and I ain't got none. So I was really pissed. So I'm watching all these fucking videos and doing all this research on like assets, liabilities, blah, blah, blah. And I got a piece of pen and paper. I've been taking notes the whole time. And I got to the point where I was trying to write down my assets. So I got a BMW. What's that worth? 22 grand something. I had a rented apartment. I'm big and strong, but I'm already fighting. I'm smart, but I'm already trying to make money. I'm just writing down everything I have. And I had like these 5 girlfriends from fighting all around the world, right? So I'd fly to Paris. I'd knock someone out. I'd fuck a ring girl. And then she'd be like, oh, you're the champ. You're the champ. I'm like, yeah, I love you too, baby. And I'd leave. And they'd think like I was this big baller in London. I mean, I had an apartment and a nice car. My life was fine. But I also had some problems from a previous life, which I can't talk about on the internet. And they were still in love with me. So I was texting all these bitches, whatever, whatever. So I had these 5 girlfriends in these 5 different cities all around the world. So I thought, well, are the girls an asset? Well, they have beauty. Beauty's valuable. So I guess they're an asset. Maybe they can like lend me the money or get jobs and pay me the money or some shit. Because I need to pay this money. I'll pay them back, but I need to pay this money. So I wrote them down. Anyway, as I was thinking, what can these chicks help me in any way? One of the girls offered to lend me like 5 Gs or something. It didn't really help. And I'm sitting there thinking, can these chicks help me in any way? And I'm not a ruthless person. I'm really not an evil person that they try and paint me on the internet. I am not the guy who's going to put a bitch on the track. I'm not the guy who's going to hard pimp a bitch, make her fuck dudes. I'm not that guy. I don't like those kind of things. I don't want anyone to touch my chick. Strip club, maybe, but then to open a strip club, you need money, right? How the fuck you open a strip club with no money? You need to build a strip club. It takes money. So I'm sitting there and I'm Googling on the internet, like strip clubs or I was Googling like remote jobs, London, trying to see if there was some remote work I could tell my girlfriends to do online remotely to get the money. And I could tell the guys, look, I'll have the money by this day. And then
hey, thank you for watching, guys.
Incomes,
leave a like
and get the money, boom, boom. And while I'm looking up remote jobs, in the corner, one of them little videos comes up, talk to live girls now. You know those fucking things are on the porn sites. I've never been a porn guy. I still am, not to this day. I don't see the attraction in porn. I've never really been a porn watcher. I can really state under God, I've watched less than an hour of porn in my life. I don't find it interesting. I don't watch it. I don't go on the website.
You never ripped porn?
Never. It's not my thing. It's just boring. So I've never been a porn guy. So I didn't know how big like chatting to girls on the internet was. So I clicked on this advert. There's some chick sitting there talking to dudes, putting money on one of these websites. And I was like, I wonder how much she's getting. So then I start looking into this webcam thing and I realized these girls are making bank. These girls are making fucking money. So that was the plan. I was like, all right, cool. The girls are going to be webcam girls. So I originally thought I'll set them all up remotely and they'll do it all from home and send me the money. But the problem with that, I'll have one as well if you don't mind.
Yeah, Gabe, can I get
I'll have one. Thank you, bro.
I'm serving a couple of so I'll give you
Cool. So, but then I thought, you know what? I'm going to be teaching all these girls how to make as much money as they want. Are they really going to give me the money? You know, am I going to end up with the money or is this going to go bad for me? Plus, now they need tech. I'm going to have to send them money to buy tech. Do I really trust the bitch to send the money? Is she going to work hard? Is she going to set it up right? This might all go wrong. So the only answer is I got to bring them all to me and I got to be in charge. So I flew all 5 chicks in. None of them knew about each other. Nothing. Thank you. Sat down at a nice restaurant. Me, Tristan. He flew 2. I flew 5, 7 girls. So look, about to get rich. This is my plan. I'm going to do this. I put a spin on it, of course. Big boss, big G, got big opportunity. This money's been invested. I've always wanted you to live with me. Now's your chance. You can leave Paris. You can leave Croatia. You can leave whatever. You come live in London with me. You're going to do this. You're going to be rich. I'm going to be rich. Blah, blah, blah. Put a spin on it.
We going to be rich.
You're all going to live here. Of my 5 girls, obviously they all kicked off. Who's this bitch? Who's this bitch? Who's this bitch? I'm like, look, you're all mine. Get over it. Talk about money now. This is a higher purpose. But you fucked her. Yeah, I fucked her. Who cares? We're talking about money. We're talking about millions. Get over it. Some of them got upset. They'll start arguing, whatever, whatever. 3 left, 2 stayed. And that was the beginning of the empire. The 2 who stayed, bought some laptops, sat them down, said, look, you're going to get this much percent. I'm going to get this much percent. Wasn't exploitation. They wanted to do it. They were like, yeah, this could fucking make some money. All right, well, cool. Let's try it. And me and these two chicks started the company from the ground up. And we started doing 15, 16, 17-hour days. Now, when the girls were at the computer working, I was at the computer the entire time. Because another thing I learned from doing this business, I learned something about women, is that they are intrinsically, I don't want to use the word lazy, but I will. They have no interest in world conquest. They want to be comfortable. If you show a woman how to make $1,000 an hour, she'll think, I can work 2 hours a week. If you show a man how to make $1,000 an hour, he'll think I can make $18,000 a day. We want to conquer the world. We want all of it. We want all of it.
Not to cut you off,
Everybody
but
wants
OnlyFans
to
doing that.
They're
rule
lazy
the
about it. It's like, give me
world.
enough for food and rent. Can't be bothered. Lazy. They're lazy. So we didn't have time for lazy, right? So I was like, no, we ain't got time for that. We got to make all of the money. But we made this much today. Not enough. There's more money in the world. It's ours. All of it's ours. I got to the point where I was so obsessed with it. I'd be sleeping in bed because the chicks would sleep with me one each side. I'd wake up to go piss. And by the time I finished pissing, I was awake enough to say, all right, 2 hours sleep. That's enough. Get up. Back to work. We're going to fucking kill it. So me and these two chicks, and they were about it, right? Because they're getting money as well. Me and these two chicks, we just start fucking hammering the webcam game. Problem is, another thing I knew, when I talk about what women don't find, that women don't know what men find attractive, earlier on this podcast, everything I said, the webcam company I was running proved that perfectly. The women who were on stream were beautiful, but they didn't have a fucking clue what to say. They were saying all the wrong shit, man. Every day they were saying the wrong shit, and we were losing customers. Everything I was telling you earlier about wanting to be innocent. They're saying, oh, I've been here, I've been there. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're talking to some dude. You just want to hear where you've been. He knows you can't be a 10 talking about how you've been to Dubai to some fucking dude in Minnesota who's fat. He ain't going to ever believe that he's going to get you that way. You gotta lie to him. You got to lie to him. She's like, lie and say what? Say that you've never been anywhere because you don't trust men. You can't find a man who's serious. Make him think that
Damn.
if he's serious about you, that nothing else matters.
Wow, that's a
You
good
got to
way.
put a moose on it. So I'm trying to teach these women, and the women kept fucking it up. So I said to them, it's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm taking over. So what I did is I unplugged their keyboards, plugged a new one in from me behind the screen. So the chicks would sit there and hit a keyboard that wasn't plugged in.
Jose,
Me
I'm
and my
watching
brother are
Andrew
listening
Tate with the stream
to
right now, bro.
You do all the talking. The girls
know,
are just
can you
pure,
not
just
hear me?
famousas.
That's
They're
what I was
laughing,
watching your stream.
doing this,
Yeah, I know.
the titties out. And they were talking to fucking ice cold
I'm
hustlers.
gonna need to
We
mute
were
you 'cause your
taking
mic
their
sucks,
money.
bro.
All of it. If they come and say, well, what kind of, all of it. We're fucking milking them
Thank you
dry.
for watching,
Women
man.
haven't got a clue how to famoose a dude. They don't have, because they rely on their looks. They don't have any of the intellect. They have no game, nothing. They're nothing. Nah. You get a man with game and give him a female's body, a female avatar, he will fuck a guy up. I had these guys selling their houses, life savings, loans, all of it to me. Give me it all. So like, and it's basic shit, right? You'd have a
You
guy.
feel bad or no?
Fuck no. To give a solitary fuck.
Did you tell like
I
yo,
don't give a fuck. If you run an alcohol store,
You can't feel bad for people that pay
No,
for
but-
that shit.
yeah. If you run an alcohol store,
Yeah.
and most of the people you sell to enjoy alcohol, but a couple of the people you sell to are alcoholics.
Jose, why is your mic worse than right? Oh, because you're watching me,
So
huh?
if you come
I'd
and
be
you,
going to hell
if
if
you
that was the
come,
case.
if you
Yeah.
come and you enjoyed it and spoke to the girl, spent what you could afford to spend, cool.
I see,
if you
I
turned up,
see.
you're an idiot and got a loan out. Is that my problem? No. So I'm famoosing these dudes, right? So the guy would be like, what kind of guys do you like? And if he was a young man, I'd say, I can't believe I'm talking to some young guy. All these old creeps are on here. Oh my God, you're so handsome. Why are you even here?
That's so
If he was an old guy, I would say, oh my God, I'm finally glad to talk to you. All these young creeps keep coming to talk to me. I want a guy who's serious, who's ready to settle down. I know older men will settle down. Sell the dream, sell the dream, sell the dream. We got to the point where we had these guys falling in love with my models, serious, big time in love, right? Sending crazy money. And they were convinced they were going to meet the chick. This is almost where I kind of felt bad because they were like, can we meet? I've sent you $200,000. Can we meet? Can we meet? Can we meet? And the problem
What was
is
the most that one person sent to a model? Total.
million,
Wow.
about a
Wow.
mil in about a year.
I know you don't feel bad at all.
Why the fuck would I?
Yeah.
care?
Holy shit! What
So
happened?
thank you.
Damn.
So they'd want to meet the chick, right? I only did a meeting once ever. I had a big customer with my best girl.
how much did that cost?
He paid 50 G's for dinner, just dinner. It's clear it was just dinner. He booked a really nice restaurant in London. It was me, my brother, and about 4 of my other kickboxing boys on different tables because he doesn't know what we look like, right? So he's gone to dinner. She's sitting at the table. He's sitting at dinner. He's surrounded by killers, bro. He didn't even know. Casey was weird or tried to drug her or some shit, right? So we sat there at dinner, had the dinner, whatever. Dinner ended, nothing happened. But after they meet the girl once, the fantasy's now ruined. Like, so now they're like, okay, when can we meet again? When can we meet again? You said you liked me. You said you loved me. Hey, why don't you stay over? They start getting really pushy, and you end up like losing the customer because you can't keep meeting him without nothing happening. Girl doesn't want anything to happen, so you got to kind of keep it in the fantasy world. So we learned from this. After this, girls cannot meet guys under any conditions. So what the girls would do is they promise meetings, and maybe this is a bit bad. Here's where the famoose would start. So it'd be good. Like, I had a lot of girls who worked for me, and the best was like the Ukrainians or the Russians. It was amazing because they'd get some guy, fall in love, they'd arrange the day to meet, all this shit. I need a visa. Okay, get a visa. I need money for a visa. Okay, how much is a visa? It's $900. No, but it's not $900 because I went to the embassy. They think I'm a risk, and I need a return flight there and back, and I need a hotel. I need to have spending money in my bank account. They won't let me come. How much you need? All right, 10 grand. Boom, it's 10 G's. Boom. Thanks.
Wow.
Bing,
Go
bing,
to the embassy,
bing.
take a picture outside the embassy, boom, come back. They rejected my visa. They said we have to wait 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, they'll give it to me. Okay, baby, boom. 2 more weeks of tips. Boom, 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 boom. Because now he thinks he's going to fuck, right? Thinks we get the girls. Now he's spending more than ever. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. 2 weeks come. Some other problem. Whether it's visa, whatever. We make up some bullshit, right?
All these OnlyFans chicks can learn from you, man.
Oh, man,
no,
bro,
but you know, like a free
people watch
free OnlyFans tutorial.
Yeah,
here in the DMs.
people would say, why did those girls work for you? Because the girls would work for me, and at 50%, because it was 50-50, would make millions per month. If they worked for themselves, they'd make fucking nothing. I was the best in the fucking game. Me, and I had a whole team of staff. The girl would only work 6 or 7 hours a day online.
So how did it end?
Bro, the story's just begun.
Oh,
you want me to tell you? I can shut up if you want.
Wait, you could have double dipped and started a coaching to coach these guys too, right?
I could have, but fuck, I'll give it all for free because I'm rich already. But so the girl would be online for 6 or 7 hours, but then when she logged off, was sleeping or whatever, on her WhatsApp, I'd have staff. She was online 24 hours a day. Her WhatsApp, her this. She was famoosing when she was asleep. We were bringing in money for the fucking sky. We were promising all these meetings, all these pictures outside of embassies, all this shit. Eventually, the girl, what she would do is she'd say, oh, I don't want to go embassy. She'd give a really lame excuse to try and provoke the man to get angry. So she'd say, the embassy want me to come back, but I have a headache. That was the one we'd use. He'd be like, I just sent you $1 million. You promised you were going to come. You said you had to delay. Now you're saying you have a fucking headache and you won't go to your appointments. You make him mad on purpose because that would annoy any man. And then, you need to look trigger. Why are you being aggressive? I'm not being aggressive, but you're not serious. And then we'd say, but you know what? I really like you. I'm trying to get the world by myself, and now you're being aggressive, and now I'm intimidated. And we'd flip it on him, saying, well, now you're being scary. No, I'm not being scary, but you know, it's your appointment. You're supposed to go, yeah, but I feel sick, and you don't even care. Female bullshit. Female bullshit. And flip it on him. Flip it on him. And he'd get fucking furious, because we were really good at yeah. To the point where we go like, you're a fucking scammer, you fucking scam me. I can't believe you think I was a scammer. I was gonna come, I went to the embassy, you're a fucking liar. Every man in my life has only lied to me. I thought you were different. Da-da-da. Big heat, big argument.
Oh,
big
God.
argument. But here's the thing. The guy would get pissed off, right? And leave, stop tipping her, stop coming.
Tip number 1,
Man,
jump
that's the
around.
only thing in the
They
world.
won't hear your footsteps.
Maybe it takes a week, maybe it takes 2 weeks, maybe it takes 3 weeks. He's in bed at night, alone, jerking off, looking at her old videos and pictures, watching her stream again from another account so she can't see it's him, sitting there going, maybe she was going to come. Maybe I just got too mad when she had a headache. Maybe I should have been a little bit more patient and she would have been my girlfriend. And 100% of the time, in less than 3 months, they'd be back with an apology, a brand new pile of money, and the cycle would repeat. We fucking killed
Wait,
the
what?
game.
Let me hear that
Let's do it.
again.
Maybe it takes a week, maybe it takes 2 weeks, maybe it takes 3 weeks. He's in bed at night, alone, jerking off, looking at her old videos and pictures, watching her stream again from another account so she can't see it's him, sitting there going, maybe she was going to come. Maybe I just got too mad when she had a headache. Maybe I should have been a little bit more patient and she would have been my girlfriend. And 100% of the time, in less than 3 months, they'd be back with an apology,
Oh,
a
shit.
brand new pile of money, and the cycle would repeat. We fucking killed the game. Millions of dollars a week. And it was not just because I had beautiful girls. It's not because webcam is easy. It's because together an apparatus of genius behind the avatar of beauty, and we fucking conquered the internet.
Wait, so did you
Again? Yeah. So
No,
the way,
100% to you.
well, let me talk about this. So the girls
Oh.
who work for me purely just work were working for me purely just work.
Okay. That only applies to a relationship.
Yeah, so that'd be 50%. If a girl was my girlfriend, she'd be working and I'd get all of it. Now, that doesn't mean she wouldn't have a nice life, but she's my chick. So, like,
Why would they even do it if? What's the point?
no, it's not about helping me out. It's about we are now a power couple. We're a team.
And I'm gonna spend the money on you.
I'm gonna spend. I'll buy you a bag. I'll buy you shoes. Whatever. I'm investing. It's not even. It's 100%. I'm in charge of the money.
Yeah.
Not that you can't have things. It's not that you can't do things. Not that you're fucking flat broke. I'm in charge of the money. 100 G's just came. What do you want to buy? Oh, I really want this bag. Well, you bought a bag last week. I really want this one. Okay, well, here's the bag. What else do you need? Nails, food, da-da-da. Okay, cool. Well, I'm paying the rent. Is there anything else you actually need? No. All right, then let's invest this. It was more very much like I was in charge of the money. Otherwise, she was just spunking it on dumb shit. So it wasn't, I say the 100% thing, everyone loses their fucking mind. But basically it was the more intelligent, competent individual inside of the pair was in charge of the money. Me. And she also...
Have you ever pulled that off?
What do you mean pull that off?
Like, have you ever dated an OnlyFans chick that's given you 100% of the money?
All the time.
No
I'm,
way.
I'm describing to you right now. All the chicks gave me all the money. I was in charge of it.
So do you put your bank info on their OnlyFans account, or do they pull it out and
They
then
pull it out
wire
and send it to me.
They wire.
Yeah, no problem.
Holy.
What if they cheat you? How do you respond?
The havoc is
What if they
different,
cheat you?
bro.
But this is the interesting point. The reason this dynamic worked is because the girl understood that she wasn't making the money. It was my money. Because she understood that she is nothing but a face to a genius apparatus I've created. She
That is
knows,
some,
she
that
knows
is some psychological
she
crazy.
could be replaced. I could take another girl of equal beauty, sit her down in front of that keyboard, which ain't even plugged in, bitch, and do this, and make the same fucking money. You are lucky to work for me, because I can replace you. You cannot replace me. There is no other genius on the internet doing this the way I do it. So, it's my money. It's my staff who's been up all night while you're asleep WhatsApping this dude. It's my team who tell you who know what to say. It's me who's been in charge of the plan to make sure he sends X amount before X. Because it was a real business. And the reason we were so successful is I was never thirsty about it.
Fucking
Most dudes in
Jose,
those
bro.
scenarios would be trying to live like
Fucking
Dan B and all
Jose.
this shit. I love what he does. Cool.
What
That's a
the
joke.
fuck?
But I wasn't trying to live like that. I didn't want to go to the club with a bunch of girls. I didn't want to be seen on the street with a bunch of girls. I still have enemies at this point. I don't mean walk around with fucking beautiful women. It's a liability. I was low-key, hiding, pure business. I wasn't fucking all the time. No. Work. We were there to make money. The fact that I was surrounded by naked women did not care. I was unfazed. Unfazed. You put me in a room with 20 of the most beautiful women you've ever seen, stark naked. Didn't give a fuck. Walked straight in, spreadsheet,
didn't
walked
smash one
straight
of them?
out. Didn't care.
Did you smash one of them or
Of course
no?
I fucked, but I'm saying I was about the money. I approached it as a professional. I was a professional to the game. That's why we killed it. Another thing we did. We want to talk about psychology. I can tell you, man, I can talk about this forever.
Wait, can I ask you something real
Sure.
quick? What's the most expensive thing you ever bought a girl?
This is straight on TikTok.
Oh.
I bought some really expensive shit for girls, but you have to also approach it down to how much she made. So, like, if a girl made $1 million in a month, and I bought her, let's say, a 50 grand watch. So yeah, I bought her a $50,000 watch, but she made $1 million. Does that really count?
You're gonna go more.
That's pretty cheap.
It's do you know what I mean?
Bad, yeah.
It's cheap. So it's like I've never bought a girl anything too
You
crazy.
never bought a girl a car?
The reason I'll tell you. Okay, so I have so many angles we can go from here. The
Do you
reason I
like
didn't,
splashing on chicks though?
I love my woman to experience the world through me.
Yeah.
That requires money. But I would never like get with a brand new chick and start buying her shit.
Fuck.
Fuck. But if a woman truly loves me and there's an experience she's yet to have, I would love to give it to her. I'd love to give her something she's never had before. But if I get a chick who's already had a bunch of it, I'm less motivated. In fact, I know she ain't gonna get shit. If I get with a chick who's had a bunch of ballers before, then she can fuck herself. Fuck her, goodbye. Goodbye. She ain't worth shit anyway. But if I get a chick of innocence, I'm interested in showing her the world in all realms, including financial. That's the answer to the question. I think you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah,
She loves me. It's impossible for me to be with a chick and her not have a good life, right? How can I have a chick with me? She's my girl, and my life's so fantastic. What, she's gonna get a taxi when I get in my car?
Yeah.
Like, not get on my jet? She has to fly commercial? Like, I'd have to be a real weirdo to prove a point.
Maybe she has
It'd
to
be
earn
weird.
that.
Being near me, your life's good. If you're anywhere near Tate, you're living good.
But what are those signs though that make you see that like, oh, this girl actually loves me?
Oh, that's easy, bro. I've just been around the game. All of these things I'm telling you, I grew up. This game's my game.
Are
I
you
know
ever
the
gonna
game.
get married?
You go ahead.
Are you gonna get married ever?
I'd never get married. No.
Why not?
I don't see the tactical advantage to getting married. If I decided to be loyal to a woman and be with her forever, that's fine. If I decide to have children with a woman, that's fine. If I decide to have a house with a woman and live with her, sure, possible. It's not optimal, but it's possible. But the idea of just getting married in and of itself is completely and utterly fruitless. I think it's for the woman. The women enjoy it. But women enjoy lots of things when they don't have to pay for it or organize anything. Sure, she gets to show off on Instagram, organize nothing, waste all my money. And now the government's involved in a new area of my life. I don't want the government involved. The government is already involved in when I register a car, all my money, bank accounts, when I get a job, when I buy a house. Government's everywhere, right? Don't I just want to at least be able to walk around with my dick without the government being involved? Now, if I put my dick in another bitch, my wife can go and say, I have proof he put his dick in another bitch. Go to a lawyer, go to the government. He owes me this. Infinite, that's adultery, automatic, this much percent. So now the government is watching my dick? Leave me alone. No, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I love her, she loves me. Love you very much. Love you too. Cool, we love each other. That's fine.
Okay, would you say though, like back to the other question, would you say that if a girl is doing things for you in a way where they kind of bring value without you having to like, would you say they love you?
I've experienced a lot of female love in my life. I know when
God
women love
damn
me.
it. I'm sorry
and it's
about
not
that,
hard to
guys.
make a woman love
Fucking
you
sorry
as a
about
man. I
that.
don't think it's really that difficult. I have a lot of women who love me, but this is actually the meta point I was going to say before you said that. If a woman truly loves you, she'll stay with you without that shit. So the women who go to their man, marry me or I'm leaving.
And they're done.
Then why the fuck you marrying a bitch who's already thinking about, she's already giving you conditions to fucking keep the relationship? If a woman truly loves you and you sit there and say, look, I've been around the world. I'm about it. I know things you don't know. Signing that piece of paper is bad for me. It's also bad for you. It's bad for business. Shut the fuck up.
What about?
Okay, but how do I know you love me? Because I tolerate you. Shh. Dog. No fucking wedding, no bells, no dress, no bollocks. It's all bullshit. And men fall into this trap, but no man wants to get married. This is another thing I'm going to say. And I'm not shitting on guys who get married. Get married. It's your prerogative. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying me. I truly don't believe any man actually wants to get married. He wants his woman to be loyal. He wants his woman as a wife. He doesn't want to be a husband. He just wants to do it. She's less likely to cheat. It's a degree of insecurity. Well, if I marry her, she'll know I really love her, and maybe then she won't leave. If you really know your bitch ain't going to leave you, if you knew in the stars, if God came down and said she's never going to leave you, never going to leave you, she's yours, you own her soul, would you marry her? Like, fuck no. Why? She's mine. It's done. I know my chick ain't leaving me. My chick ain't going nowhere. So why the fuck am I marrying him?
How did you like initially pop off in this recent success? Like when did it start?
I decided
Content wise,
I
like
decided to
viral-wise.
go overt with my conquest about 6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
What was the strategy?
Bro, that's worth billions of dollars. If I were to tell you right now what I have done, that'd be worth it. You have to understand how many people want to do what I have done.
Yeah.
This is unprecedented. This has never been done before.
It hasn't been
I've gone from obscure internet figure with a cult following of fans. My fans, because I had my YouTube channel for a while, my guys who follow me from back in the day are like, I am so curious. I used to walk around and say, have you heard of Andrew Tate? And everyone would say no, and I tell them what genius you are. Now everyone knows you're a fucking genius. You ruined it. You ruined it. Like all my old school
the
fans are
Yacht Club's
pissed.
tab.
Can we get a lady to clean this up? Or?
We'll put that on the Yacht Club's tab.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Yacht Week. Yeah.
Thanks, Yacht Week.
Thank you, Yacht Week.
But like, I decided to go overt about 6 months ago. I put together a strategy and a plan. It was extremely strategized. The plan.
Is that public though?
The plan.
Yeah.
No.
I thought it is kind of public. Oh, no?
I've heard everybody say.
Everyone has these theories. You can come out with your theory.
Here's the theory that you offered to sell your content to pages. Pages would post your content, and that would help them get views.
Okay, well, that's not true, one. But two, you also have to keep in mind that most people can't do what I can do because most people cannot be as entertaining as I am by simply just sitting down and talking shit.
Definitely.
So I can sit down and talk shit and be extremely polarizing. So I have unlimited free content.
Yeah.
You can give me a camera, and I can sit for 12 hours a day and talk. I have unlimited free content, which makes it easy. Like if you're a big YouTube channel that do like these giveaways or you do these big pranks or you need planning, you need a Lambo, you need a girl. Me, I can just get a camera and just start talking. iPhone. And I'll get 10 million views.
Crazy.
So that's the first thing. So I have unlimited free content. It's the first thing.
So your content's really easy to make,
It's super easy.
which is dope.
Which
I'm
does.
just
The
botting,
easier
bro.
your content is to make, the more competitive you are.
Yep.
I'm super competitive because I need an iPhone. You give me an iPhone and half a subject, and I'll just start running my mouth. And people, for some reason, like to listen to me for free. I have never paid for an ad. I've never paid for a shout out. I'm not paid to be on any of these big Instagram pages I'm all over. I ain't paid for shit. They're all giving it to me for free because they're like, this will get us views. Tate. That's it.
So is that
Yeah.
not correct then?
But you're saying I paid them.
No. I'm saying they reach out to you.
They don't even reach out to me. They just fucking steal it. I don't give a shit. That's another thing that's a big part of it.
Is it like an organized effort of
It's an
fan
organized
pages?
effort. I put together
Or
a-
do you even monitor them or not?
I put together a plan which was extremely well executed. This is not an accident. And I can't tell you exactly what I do. But one of the other things I did, which is a superpower, is that I don't have accounts.
Yeah.
Most people, let's say you have a YouTube channel, you don't want people to plagiarize your shit. You want the views. You want your money. You don't want people to rip your video, use it. Da, 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 da. I don't have Everyone would steal my shit. I don't get hate that.
You have a YouTube account though, no?
I have a YouTube channel, but even then, I don't think it's even monetized. I don't get a single penny.
Ours is, we've never made money off YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So right, so I don't need money, right? So if someone to come along and decide to take my video, chop it up, and use it for something, I don't care.
Oh,
someone to
shit.
come along and make a video attacking me,
Behind you, Jose.
I ain't gonna try and copyright strike. Don't care. Do it. Everyone can do whatever the fuck they want with my shit. So I'm free game, right? So it's entertaining and it's accessible. That plus my genius battle strategy. We implemented it in January. January 1st is when we began, and I am now the most famous man on the planet. I'm more Googled than Donald Trump, Joe Biden. Look it up. I'm the most Googled man on the fucking planet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fact.
Look up Donald Trump, Joe Biden versus Andrew Tate and Google's.
Someone exposed that on a podcast and verified that's correct.
Yeah. So I'm the most Googled man on the
That's
planet.
crazy.
I've conquered the world. And
So
then
is it mostly a TikTok strategy or social media as a
everything.
whole?
I own all of it.
Does it bother you don't make money from this shit?
Well, you make money through your ventures, right?
Right. So yeah, I already have.
What ventures do you have right now?
Yeah. I can't tell everybody everything I do, but I have enough money forever. Like I'm at the point of money now where it really truly has no value. Everything in the world to me is free. And I grew up very, very poor, so I can still remember being poor. I grew up with nothing, truly. My family, my mother and father, they got divorced when we were in Indiana. My mother moved back to England. My father stayed in America. My father unfortunately died. My mother and my brother and my sister, we grew up in the free houses that the government give you, so the projects of England, in a town called Luton, which was voted the worst town in England, with the highest crime rate, blah, 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 shit area, grew up with nothing. And I've done all of this completely myself. No financial help, never got a loan from a bank, a friend, nothing. All of it completely myself. I remember being broke. And I really, really am thankful for those poor days, because if it wasn't for the days being poor, being rich would suck.
100%.
Bro, it's fucking, it really ain't that cool. It's only cool because you can do shit and say, do you remember when we couldn't afford to do this? Yeah. Otherwise it's boring, right? So I'm at the point now where absolutely everything in the world is free. With a new car, and I see it. It's a brand new Lamborghini. In fact, I did this yesterday. They're replacing the Aventador. It's a new
Thank
Lamborghini.
you.
It's it's hybrid, 1,000 horsepower. That's all I know. I saw an advert, a YouTube video on YouTube in the Explore page. I didn't even watch the video of the review of the upcoming car. I didn't even watch the 4-minute video. Saw a new Lambo's coming. Text my Lambo guy and said, I'll have it.
Fuck you, Jose.
I don't know how much it costs. I don't need to choose options because I tick every box. Every option, give me one. They'll come out the bank and I won't notice. They'll turn up. Boom. Everything's free. If I want a Lambo, it's free. If I want to go jet, it's free. Give me a yacht, it's free. Besides mega yachts and mega mansions, literally everything on the planet is free.
What's your main like public venture that you're doing right now that you could say?
All right, so I do a few things online. So I own some
I
casinos.
saw your website
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
so I own some casinos in Romania. That's one of the first things I do.
Really?
But I don't want to talk about that in too much
Yeah.
depth. I own some casinos in Romania. I also have some more traditional wealth income methods. I've got a property portfolio. I'm also an extremely capable individual. In fact, I wish I had my business card on me to give it to you. But I'm the guy that people can come to that can fix things. So I have a lot of people with a lot of money who will come to me and say, look, war's going on. I need to get someone out of Russia into Europe. Look, I got to move this money here. In a very legal way, I know enough people to make a lot of money with that. Online, I have two serious ventures. One is Hustlers University, and the other is the War Room.
What do you do on those?
Okay, so the War Room is kind of like the Illuminati, but cooler. The War Room is very difficult to explain, but it's a private network. It's a network in which you must compete for your place. When I was saying earlier on this podcast about living with competitive men, the War Room's the online version of it. You have men, you join, you pay, you join. There's tasks, tests, things you must do to keep your place, or you're booted.
Such as?
I can't tell you.
Oh, you can't say it's that
No.
private.
How much does it
Private.
cost to join?
It's like 5,000. It's not enough. It's $5,000 to join, but you can get kicked at any moment without losing. So the point is that it's constantly winners, right? The losers are always peeled off the bottom, so the winners get more and more competitive. So we're cycling into the group. So now we have a point where we have
Does that relate to the TikTok?
Oh
fan
my
page
god.
portfolio?
Missed all
War
those.
Room are involved in everything I do.
How many users are there?
We have over 2,000 members, over 600 millionaires,
What about Hustlers?
and we have extremely important people inside of the world. You can go to the War Room. I go to the War Room for the problems no one else gets.
Well, I
Like when the
guess
Ukraine war, when the war
everything's
got,
gonna
when the
start
war kicked
fucking
off
up
in
right
Ukraine,
now.
and they closed the borders, or the borders panicked, we had 7 War Room members in Ukraine. We got them all out in 24 hours. matter we send in jets.
So the war room
doesn't matter
helps
that-
you get shit
The
done.
war room gets shit done globally. That's what the war room is. It's a network.
And you'll
I don't
give
want to
them
say any
some
more. than that.
kickback on shit if you get it or something. And you'll give them some kickback on money that you get or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's the war room is a private network. That's the most I can say. Kind of imagine the Freemasons of old. Better. So when you first join the war room for the first 6 months inside, you're just going to be doing things. Like why? It's kind of like Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off. Why am I doing this? And then you're going to start to learn. Aha, this is useful.
I bet
And
you a
the
lot of
people
people
who
are
are too
going
lazy
to
to
want to join
the
that.
people who are too lazy to do the
I wanna
wax on,
fucking join,
the
kinda.
people who are too lazy to do the wax on, wax off.
How powerful? Huh?
I'm alive.
Are we allowed to talk about anybody else?
I will never tell you about any of the members, but let's put it this way: I'm still alive, right? So, this is for my life.
Do
So
you-
the war room is the most powerful network on the face of the planet today. Bar governments.
Are you trying to
bar
keep
a
up?
nation state? The war room is bar a nation state wanting you dead. The war room is the number one enemy you wouldn't want you coming after you because they will get you. We are that good.
Are you trying to keep up being like as viral as you are forever? Or not forever, but like for
This is stage one of a 3-step plan. So I'm going to be viral for a little bit longer, then step 2 begins. The conquest is continuing.
so this is just the beginning.
I
Because
will
like a
own
lot
the
of
world.
people say like you're gonna fall off soon. This is
I'm
just
sure,
your
I'm sure they
15
are.
minutes.
No problem.
What's your take on that?
That's fine. I've been around the internet for a very long time, and I'm building systems which are very sustainable, right? The war room is a very sustainable thing.
Dude, you know what's funny? My little brother wants to get the war room. My little 14-year-old brother, Sebas. He's like, Alex, why don't you get the war room? It's like, you need it in your life? I was like, shit, dude. I don't know. Maybe I do. But he said he's going to get it, so we'll see what it's about. Now, Andrew Tate says he gives you tasks. Gives you tasks. He gives you tasks. Dude, I don't know why that sounds weird to me. But yeah, he gives you things to do and you have to complete them. And yeah, dude, there's levels to his little thing, I guess, inside it. So I don't know.
I don't care if all this virality gets me one good war room member who can do what I need him to do or fill a gap in our organization, which are very few and far between, then I still win, right? So that's the war room. Then we have Hustlers University. The reason I started Hustlers University is because I was arguing with someone about how pointless the modern education system is. I think the modern education system is nothing but an indoctrination machine. I think they use it to indoctrinate the youth. I think it's a waste of fucking time.
What, to brainwash people?
To brainwash people. Of course they do. And it's actually, because I can talk forever. The world is a spider's web, right? Everything extrapolates from everything else. And most people are not capable of understanding that nearly every single idea or habit or lifestyle which is propagated mainstream by the Matrix is done so with a Trojan horse. So even the educational system.
Meeting with a hidden agenda?
With a hidden agenda. So even if you look at things like women's rights, women need rights, women need protecting, women should be equal under the law, completely agree.
They said they wanted women to work so people could pay more taxes, no?
They want people to work, they pay more taxes, get the tax base. But you know what else they wanted them to work for?
Get the kids out of the...
Get the kids out of the influence of the parents, right? When the woman's at home and the father's at work, those children are learning from the woman, who's probably learning from the father, and you get to instill your own beliefs in those children. Government doesn't want that. Government wants children to belong to them. So they get the woman out of the house and they send
kidding me?
you to
He's
school
right
as long as possible to reprogram you. This is why you will see YouTube videos of children arguing with their parents, and their parents will say that's not true, and the children will say, I learned in school that a man can be a zebra, or whatever they learned, and they start arguing with their own children. You don't own your own children's minds
Actually,
anymore,
after
'cause
this
your children's
game, I'm gonna
mind
get
is owned
off.
by YouTube and the school.
Some stuff
Right?
I gotta
The school
do,
will say to you,
but
if your
I'm gonna
parents
try
ever
to do
yell at
this
you or
every
get
day.
aggressive
Just
to you,
kind
you
of
come to me.
come in here,
We'll
chill
tell the
out a
police.
little bit.
Don't worry about that. So they're doing it to brainwash the children, right? Because this is how you control the future. So the whole educational system in and of itself is a scam. They use feminism and the whole women's rights bullshit to get everyone's children into the indoctrination machine. They keep you there as long as possible. They want you to finish in debt because then you got to get a fucking job and become a good slave. But they don't teach you anything of value. Nobody learns anything of value in school. And everybody intrinsically knows this. Even the people who disagree with me, I said, if you see me pull up in my Bugatti in a gas station, you look at me and think, wow, he went to school. Fuck no. You think drug dealer, gangster, scammer. Yeah. You think I'm doing
This is my
something
last
illegal
game, and
because
then
you
I'm gonna get
understand if I
off.
was
But
staying
I
within
really
the
do
paradigms
recommend
of
you
the
guys to watch
system,
the
I
rest of
couldn't
this
possibly achieve this.
podcast.
The only way you can fathom I've done it is by imagining me as an outlaw. because you know within the paradigms of society, I shouldn't have even fucking done it. That's how much you know school's a scam.
Oh
You
my
don't look at someone rich and respect them thinking he went to school. The people you are learning from in school aren't even fucking rich. Your business professors never had a business. They're brokies. They're fucking broke. So school's a scam. And it's the biggest scam on earth. And the reason it's a scam, before I get into the meta point, the reason it's a scam is because it operates in a vacuum. It operates in a vacuum because it cannot be fairly compared to any other service. So you can get a loan for school, but you can't use that money for anything else. Because if they were to open it up and put the school, the education system, into the fair market of capitalism, it would fail. If I were to give you 100 grand and say you can get a degree, or you can buy a crypto, or you can start your own business, or you can do anything you want with it, who's going to choose a degree?
No one probably.
Nobody. So they say you can only get the money if you use it for education, which allows it to operate inside of a vacuum. Because it operates inside of a vacuum, it is one of the few things on the planet which is allowed to be non-competitive. It's not competitive against any other investment. Everyone knows that. But you can only get the money for that. So you can't get the money to invest in anything else. So you end up doing it, learning something that is outdated, slow to learn. There's more, it doubly inflates. There's more degrees every single year, meaning the value of a degree decreases. And the price goes up every single year. So it's worth less each year. It costs more year on year. There's no other industry where you can even get away with it. You get wrecked, except the education system.
Yo,
So
I
explain why
appreciate
it's
you
all a
guys
fucking scam.
coming
People
and
think,
watching
well,
a little
What
bit.
else am I supposed to do? I don't know what else to do. So I'll tell you what, I'll start school, and my school will teach you how to make money. Because what do you want to work for? Oh, I want to work for my passion. Da-da. If you want to work for your passion, fuck off. What do you want to work for? I want to work for money. You're the guy I need. You want money. Because there's people who really only want to do what they enjoy. That's fine. You're never going to be rich though. Go be a vet. A vet, you might be rich. Go work in the zoo and clean up pig shit because you get to be near an elephant. That's your thing. Go do it. Passion has nothing to do with getting money.
Fucking
So the people who are serious, people who are smart enough to go, I only work because I want money. I don't care what I do. I just want money. Cool. Then you can come to my school. Now, my school is competitive. My school does not operate inside of a vacuum. It's $49 a month for Hustlers University, and we teach 18 modern wealth creation methods. We teach 18 different ways to make money. In the modern world, which is very different from the old world, which is a key point, because people always say, well, my parents told me. Your parents lived in a different fucking world. Your parents
shit.
bought a house for $60,000, and now it's worth $500,000. So of course
Stay
they're telling you
true,
to save
that's
up,
me.
buy a house. How you gonna buy a house for $500,000? You're working at Starbucks, G.
Revive
You ain't
me.
got- Right? So all your parents' advice is outdated.
Taking
It's bullshit.
forever.
All,
I could
all
drop a
advice
drone
is
for both
bullshit.
of us.
Saving
No, I
money
don't
is
have a
bullshit.
drone. I already
Inflation's like
dropped it.
10%. Save. You don't get rid of your money. Fuck saving. You don't fucking spend it. So everything they tell you is wrong and old. So it's all modern wealth creation, 18 different modern wealth creation methods. It's $49 a month.
Holy
And
shit.
you can spend that $49 on anything you want. You don't
Well,
have
I
to
suck.
in my school. You can go buy lunch if you want. So I'm competing against the entire world, right? You can invest that in anything, and people are still choosing my school. That shows it has a genuine value. At the point of this podcast, where I checked this morning, we have 108,000 students. 108,000 students.
108,000 in Hustlers University?
Correct.
Oh.
108,000 isn't impressive that I've amassed. It's impressive that I retain. There are 108,000 people in the world who have joined my school for $49 a month, and they say, I am getting more for my money. Or
Yo, guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and eat. I'm gonna try to do this more often. Try to set it up a little better so I can get, I don't know what the fuck was going on over here, but better connection while I'm gaming. And honestly, I'm just super far away from the modem too. I don't know if it was like my graphics card, which was kind of tripping out or something, but yeah, I really recommend you guys to go and watch the rest of this video. Andrew Tate exposes how he makes money, talks scamming people, and dating Kylie Jenner. I guess I don't think he dated Kylie Jenner, but yeah, it's really good podcast. I'm probably gonna go ahead and finish the rest of it, and then go ahead and eat, and then head to the gym. But thank you for watching. I'll try to be here every day. Have a good rest of your day. And always try to be a better you.